people around Joe Biden have engaged in a conspiracy of silence to pretend this is the state of his mental acuity. And there's nothing to believe that any of them with any influence with him is going to step forward today that I know of and say, you know what, jig is up. Can he still win this election? Before last night, his path was very narrow. His path was to exactly 270 electoral votes, and there was no other path as of last night, with a lot of time left to try to close the gap in the Sun Belt states and put some other states in play. But after last night, I think that not just the horse race polling, which I'm almost certain will change at least a little bit, but the question of the voters think he has the acuity to be president is going to be raised. There are people on this call who have received what I've received, which is shocking texts and emails from Democrats. Joe Scarborough, my friend, on Morning Joe today, Joe's been one of Biden's staunchest defenders, said Biden has to go. Great man, service the country, but he can't be the nominee. The Today Show, same owner, their coverage was, big debate last night, Joe Biden doing great, Trump's a big liar, package showing sound bites, not highlighting how poorly Biden did. And then Kristen Welker said, well, people are talking about replacing Biden, but that's not really going to happen. And then they moved on to another story. One media company, really big disparity in they are telling the American.
So I've been listening to a lot of podcasts from the Bulwark, which is an operation of anti-Trump Republicans. And I was struck by the unanimity of the perspectives by people like Jonah Goldberg and Bill Kristol, that they're all saying that Joe Biden has done a good job as president, and they support Joe Biden because he's the only alternative to the type of authoritarianism that Donald Trump would bring. But you can't run anything without a significant amount of authoritarianism. So it depends where the authority is wielded. But both Donald Trump or Joe Biden or whoever's going to be president of the United States is going to wield considerable authority and is going to lay themselves open for accusations of authoritarianism. So I just consider that an absurd argument for electing a Democrat because it's the only alternative to authoritarianism.
People about what happened last night. I'd love to do a focus group today in Wisconsin or Michigan to figure out what actual voters think. We don't know what the ratings were yet, but make no mistake, Democratic elites are not in panic because Biden had bad debate. They're in panic because they now have to confront what some of them admitted before privately and some of them denied,